selection of different types of loss functions. So first one यहाँ पे given है mean square error or quadratic loss or L2 loss. So here first find the difference between actual and predicted values, then square it and finally take its mean. And this function is generally used for the task of regression. Next यहाँ पे given है mean squared logarithmic error. So it is simply the log of equation of MSE. Next one है Huber function. So it is same as mean square error, but the only difference is it is less sensitive to the outliers. Now what are the outliers? So outliers एक extreme value होती है जो actual observation से काफ़ी दूर या काफ़ी अलग हो, या फिर कोई particular observation group से एकदम अलग हो. Here is the equation for the same. Now mean absolute error or L1 loss. So it is the difference between actual and predicted values, thereafter their magnitude because we do not need directions here, and finally its mean. So this function also is commonly used for the task of regression. Now comes hinge loss or multiclass SVM loss. Now it is the maximum value between 0 and 1 minus yt. So this y and t are predicted values using any function and target values. And mainly this function has an application for binary classification. Now comes mean bias error. So this function is same as mean absolute error, but it is with directions or without magnitude. Next one is cross entropy loss or negative log likelihood. So if sometimes some kind of confident predictions are made but still actually they are wrong, so this function will apply penalty for those predictions. This function is generally used in hidden layers only. Both type of classification, binary and multiclass, are possible with this function. So if binary classification has to be done, so we can use this function in hidden layers with sigmoid activation in last layer. In the same way, if we want to do multiclass classification, then we can use this function in hidden layers and softmax function in last layer. Now comes binary cross entropy. We can define this function as combination of sigmoid activation plus cross entropy. Now as the name suggests, we can use this function for binary classification, and as this classification is binary, that means it will contain only two class, so it will contain only one output node, and mostly this function is combined with sigmoid activation in last layer. KL divergence loss function gives us the measure of how the probability distribution of actual values are different from probability distribution of predicted values. Commonly this function is used for multiclass classification, and this function has one extension called Jensen-Shannon divergence. Now this JS divergence calculates a symmetrical score, or in simple terms we can say it will calculate the distance between the probability distributions of actual and predicted values. Now the last one is categorical cross entropy. Now we can define this loss as combination of softmax activation and cross entropy loss. Now it will contain the same number of output node as the number of output classes we want. As it is a combination with softmax function, so last layer will always have softmax activation. So again, because of this combination, it will perform the task of multiclass classification. Now this function has an extension called sparse categorical cross entropy. This function is same as CCE, but it is more efficient in terms of memory and computation, and this sparse CCE can be achieved with the help of one-hot encoding.